All right, we are live, ladies and gentlemen. It is Thursday, May 23rd, 11:02 a.m. And it's a rather nice 20 degrees Celsius, and it's going to get about 5 or 6 degrees hotter than this. I see David Banger Main, Vivian Johnson, Wesley, Marge, Sheena Roberts, Who's Jaw, The Conductor, Intuitive Imprints, Mark D, Mike Landry, Merp 202, and everyone else. Thank you for tuning in. There I am, sporting the hat and the shades. I forgot to put sunscreen on. Oops, hopefully it's not going to be an issue. Let me just make sure we're doing okay audio-wise. Yeah, the stream sounds okay. I wanted to go up to the rooftop patio to start this, but that is currently under construction. What else is new here at Yonge and Eglinton? So we're going to kind of wander west a little bit. We'll check out some of the new bike lanes. Maybe we'll pop into Eglinton Park. Sheena Roberts has nice shades. So recently I have streamed in all directions from this intersection except west. So that is what we shall do. But this is, I guess to many, the heart of Midtown. And this intersection is still a bit of a shit show, but it's slowly opening up. I would say returning to normal, but normal here is a lot of construction. Speaking of which, they're working on the Crosstown LRT over there. But look at this nice wide sidewalk. That loud noise should get quieter as I walk away, obviously, but I'm sure it's quite annoying to listen to now. I apologize for that. But this is west on Eglinton. Someone taking their Ferrari out for a spin. Jeanette is here. Good morning, Jeanette. It's crazy. This was a building. I guess it didn't have much of a foundation. Either that or they filled it in. But there was an office tower on this site right here. Mr. Mountain Hiker just missed me. You must be enjoying the new bike lanes. Laura Fry. $5 for a travel size sunscreen that you'll never forget. Thanks for another video you can use on the treadmill. Laura Fry. Yeah, I feel that sun beating down on my neck. Thank you so much for the $5, Laura. I'll have to bring some sunscreen with me for sure. As we look east. We're happy about summer, says a leaf from Iraq. So what we'll do is we'll pop over into Eglinton Park and soak up some shade before I head back to the concrete jungle. But this area has transformed quite a bit. There's a lot of new developments, these much needed bike lanes. I was reading there's still a lot of stretches of Eglinton that are going to get dug up again. And that's when they'll finish connecting all these bike lanes. They're a bit spotty. You think they would have just done this all in one go, but that would be giving the city too much credit. Lisa says, beauty of a day. Yeah. Although I can already tell you it's going to drive me nuts going along these bike lanes. The amount of people I see just standing up already is kind of ridiculous. So I think all these people here are students, or a lot of them are, at Fleming College just on the right. We're going to take a little detour and head into Eglinton Park. But again, thanks for tuning in. When you don't see a video at 9 a.m. EST, that means I will most likely be live streaming later that morning or early in the afternoon. I was going to stream yesterday morning. I got a notice from UPS that a package I had to sign for was set to be delivered, so at around 7:30 I decided to just post a video rather than stream. And we're doing the stream today, so it all worked out. Now renting apartments for rent. Good morning, Simons Gordon. Rocking the shades I bought in Barcelona, the hat I got in Thailand, the t-shirt I also got in Thailand, and the shoes. Also purchased in Bangkok. Private property, no trespassing. So we'll make a left here and pop into the park. Intuitive Imprints thinks tomorrow they'll check out Center Island. Yeah, I'm going to plan a weekday excursion to the islands at some point in the coming weeks. My package will be delivered between 7 a.m. and 11:30 p.m. Well, it was UPS. It said it was expected between 9:30 a.m. and 1:30 p.m. and then that got bumped. And it said 3:30 p.m. to 7 p.m. and then that changed to it'll be delivered by end of day, but fortunately it came right around 3:30. And now I've got another UPS package on Monday coming, and that is coming from a sponsor. So I'm gonna have to stand around at home on Monday. Ooh, look at this. Nice car. I really dig the color scheme on that. Dodge Charger RT. Thank you, Sandy. Remy says, what was the shipment? It might be a piece of furniture that rhymes with Boffy Mabel. There's an organized ball going on at both stadiums. That looks like a boys' league over there. At the far one, everyone's wearing full unis, including pants. And this looks like, yeah, this is softball, but this must be a practice because they've got nobody in the outfield. Hit a line drive, get yourself a home run. Yeah, this is just practice. What they got to do is give this hitter some confidence and put some people out in the outfield. When you play in like that, a lot of people think that they're never going to hit it that far. Touch the base. Ooh, she bobbled it. And they called the runner out, but I would have said safe. We're going to head up to that bench on the hill there for a minute. Lisa says, well, get out there. But there is a really nice view of the Midtown skyline to be had up here. Toronto, the button machine is here. Long time no see. Jelly Bean. Greetings, Johnny Cakes. You know, almost every time I come to this park and the weather's nice, this bench is taken. What a gorgeous day. I'm guessing the fact that we're smack in the sun right now. We'll just chill here for a moment while I catch my breath. Mark D says it's my lucky day. So they just announced there's going to be 4 giant skyscrapers in this view added. A couple of twin 58-story buildings. And then there's, I think the other 2 might even be taller than that. That's some much needed housing and even more density brought into the neighborhood. Mike Landry, $5 for something cold to drink. Thank you, Mike. I woke up, I had my smoothie, and then I had a coffee, and that was it. I didn't go to the bathroom or rather I didn't consume anything for 40 minutes before heading out. And the reason for that is I didn't want to have to go. Gillian says 4 skyscrapers. Yeah, but there's a lot more planned than that around the Canadian Tire headquarters. I think there's 3 or 4 that are scheduled for there. There's the southeast corner of the intersection of Yonge and Eglinton. That building is earmarked to be redeveloped. All right, I'm gonna snap one picture from here, and then potential new thumbnail, and then we'll get moving. Alright, that's enough soaking in Yonge and Eglinton. Probably, if you were to group Toronto's skyline into clusters, probably the 3rd biggest. There's obviously the financial district. You could kind of consider City Place one, but this one is way more varied. Then there's around Yonge and Bloor, the old uptown, but now it's just a good old downtown. And I think this would be 3rd. There's also Yonge and Shepherd. This one's better than that one. And around Humber Bay in Mimico. Wesley 199 thought I'd be generous because why not? Wesley, thank you so much for the 199. Appreciated, Wesley. Clayton in the house. Estelle in the house. All right. We're gonna go escape onto Eglinton. Low hits. Thanks for tuning in. So from the peaceful serenity of the park to the noisy Eglinton Avenue. Yeah, this park is an absolute gem. Jellybean says, am I going to watch The Fall Guy? I don't know. There's Burger Shack. Classic burger joint. Right. It's odd walking on this sidewalk without construction hoarding in front of it. Oh, look who it is, Mr. Mountain Hiker. Long time no see.
Yeah, long time no see.
Enjoying the new bike lanes?
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Cheers. Mr. Mountain Hiker making an appearance. Oh, I didn't know there was a Blondie's Pizza. In my neighborhood. I haven't actually tried this. I've seen these all over the city. What do you guys think? What does the jury say? Clearly not a lunchtime kind of place. 4 p.m. No cash, debit or credit cards only. It's so funny how some places are cash only and other places are opposite. And Taisho, which was like a pretty high-end Japanese barbecue place I went to on Saturday night, they were no credit cards, debit or cash only. That was weird. I think it's kind of absurd that a place has the right to refuse cash. You know, that currency we use to pay for everything, but it also seems discriminatory. Not everyone has banking or access to it. And here we are at Avenue Road. Detroit Dale, $9.99. Blue Skies Johnny. Detroit Dale, thank you so much. Hope you're doing well, I'm assuming, in Detroit. Lisa says a lot of places refuse cash now. Yeah, I understand it if you're like a jewelry store or like you're selling bigger ticket items, but if you're selling food, I think being able to accept cash should be mandatory. Good job, city. The bike lane disappears as a bus roars into it. The bike lanes will start up again. I'm not sure how far west we're going. I don't know if we're going all the way into Little Jamaica or maybe at Bathurst we'll head south. We could go to the Cedar Vale Ravine, but I don't know if the streaming connection will hold up through there.
Working off the asset list off one, you know how useless the asset list is, right? There's so much stuff missing. So actually,
There's the cash man. Buy and trade rugs, but they don't sell them. Get yourself a genuine distressed looking rug. You don't have to buy one of those fake ones from Amazon at a place like that. I need a piece of art to go over my bed, but I'm not sure that donkey or mountain goat or whatever that thing is. Yeah, donkey is way off. Is the ticket. I think there's a Toronto Art Fair at Nathan Phillips Square in July. And I think there's one in Withrow Park coming up. Wendy Lau used to work at the Eglinton Theatre, a national historic site. This opened in 1936 with what was then a futuristic interior. Very impressive facade. Bill Chow says many small businesses only accept cash. Yeah, that's fair, but it's when they only accept credit and debit. And I don't mind if you go to a place and they're like, oh, extra 50 cents if you want to pay with card. Like, whatever, you're getting charged more, that's fair, but it is what it is. There's the Phillips Bakery Cafe. Maybe we'll stop at some point and have a treat on this walk. Do I ever walk the Danforth? Yes. I did a video along Danforth last week, actually. Or was it earlier this week? I can't even remember. I checked out Shoppers World and Banglatown. And Greektown is one of those neighborhoods that's in a somewhat regular rotation. There's usually a video through there popping up every 4 months or so. And I live stream along Danforth, at least in part, maybe once every month or every 2 months. So there is a lot of Danforth content. Cynthia says, oh, Starbucks, so tempting. Jellybean says, I'm always on the Danforth. Well, one of the reasons for that is when I'm done a stream, I like to just take the subway home. And when you only have two major subway lines, really, there's not too many options as to where you can end up. There's a Summerhill Market, a very fancy, bougie little supermarket. There's a few of those around town. Notable one is on Avenue Road. Don't buy a plant, you dummy. Lisa says weak reasoning. I don't know, after you walk around for 3 hours making videos and doing a stream, it's kind of nice just to deposit yourself into the subway. Plus, that's an awesome area for food. Here's a local institution that has relocated thanks to Metrolinx and their brilliant land use, but it's good to see House of Chan has lasted in their new home. Apparently this was quite the hot spot in like the 70s and 80s, and a lot of celebrities would go there. But they have a no reservation, or at least they did, first come first serve policy back then. So it didn't matter who you were or how important you thought you were. You would have to wait your turn for anyone else in front of you to go there.
Like,
Thought someone might be honking at me. It's the Hotel Gelato.
Got through the border.
Marge, $5 for that treat you're going to stop for. Thank you, Marge, for the $5. There'll be a treat. Possibly on stream. But it's going to be around lunchtime. At some point, somewhat soon. What's the weather? It was 20 degrees when I started. I would imagine it's more like 23 right now. Let me check. Oh, my phone says 21. We've got a dispute going on. A driver in a Porsche and a delivery truck. Should we be nosy? Well, that parking lot is rammed. It's a Benz, sorry. Virtually the same thing. Welcome to 2024, where you can't even have a parking lot dispute without some asshole creeping in. Oh well. I'm sure they'll sort it out. Camera to level up. There we go. Novell Cost can't believe I'm up early. Your phone says 25? There's the Toronto EMS station. We've made it to Chaplin. Tree plants. What I want is kind of, it's a nice plant shop. I want kind of like a thin, tall rubber tree plant. I have a spot by a window. station that'll probably never open. Yes, nice driving. Of course, you're a Tesla. Why expect anything less? Or you're in a Tesla. And we are heading over the Beltline Trail. It's the K. Gardner Beltline Trail. It will become the York Beltline Trail west of here. Spadina Road, you can take this south and it'll run you alongside Casa Loma. Vincent Court, some classic typeface in front of that building. So I did a video through Old Forest Hill not too long ago, and that started just up ahead here. And this is where I started that video from. There's some lovely old apartment buildings over there. This is Vesta Drive. There's Forest Hill Collegiate. Sign says 23 degrees Celsius. It must be nearing the end of the semester. You'll notice the lack of bike lanes on this stretch. Lisa says private schools are done in early June. I never did the summer school thing. What street is this? This is West on Eglinton Avenue West. And in that video I did through North Forest Hill, I went up Old Forest Hill Road here. Make sure there's not a Tesla trying to hook me. Although arguably, that's the side of Old Forest Hill Road you want to be on, the one that goes through Forest Hill South. It is stunning down that street. Johnny's too smart for summer school, or just smart enough to figure out how to avoid it. But a lot of kids that did summer school were just getting ahead, right? Picking up some extra credits. So my doctor's office used to be across the street. But then my doctor, who was like younger than me, this is a long time ago, packed up and left, and then she was replaced by another doctor who was pretty young. In that medical clinic over there, and then that guy left. And I was without a family doctor. I was able to find a new one. Now, talk about an intersection transformed. I see Remy, 69 Thai Baht. Hello from Thailand. Hello, I'm wearing a Pattaya City t-shirt. Thank you for the 69 baht. I'm wearing a hat from Thailand. I'm wearing a t-shirt from Thailand. All right, Jeanette, take care. I see some people saying goodbye. Sorry, it's a little hard to see the chat when it's so bright out. Look at that. Right at the corner of Bathurst and Eglinton. I really like the balconies. And I'll show you what I really dislike in a second. And that is this land use. Why the hell does an LRT, effectively an underground streetcar, need to take up a block or a corner of a very important intersection? Just have some stairs that go down into the station and some commercial retail on top and some residential on top of that. That is atrocious land use. And Metrolinx is guilty of that all along this LRT. Hey, there's a Starbucks that just moved in over there. Much to the delight of our viewer Jellybean. Genesis Thailand looks like it has amazing food. Oh, it does. Speaking of atrocious land use, what the hell is this, Metrolinx? Why does this need to be so big? You've already gobbled up enough space. Neville 6000, it doesn't make any sense. We used to build them correctly. When you go to any other city in the world in denser, more built up areas, they don't gobble up tons of precious land. And let's not kid ourselves, that is not a subway. Tana says, yay, 400. We hit 400 viewers. It says $3.99 on my screen. I like the scale of this building. I think it's just a little on the bland side. Cafe on the Hill, iced coffee latte. Should I do it? Should I get an iced cafe latte from that place? It is quite hot. How long have we been streaming for? 47 minutes? Hi, can I get an iced latte?
Iced latte, sure.
Yeah.
Would you like it sweetened?
Not sweetened.
No? Okay.
On. Nice in here. RJ&B says probably tastes better than Tim's. Some connection issues in here. We gotta stay by the window maybe. Probably their Wi-Fi is interfering with it. I'm just gonna leave this out here. Sorry about the minor connection hiccups. We'll be back to normal in a moment once I get this iced latte. There we go. This is a little better. My signal just didn't like it inside. And how do you take payment? We have paid for it. Ooh, that's good. That is so good. Now for the art of streaming while holding drink. Yes, a plastic straw. Thank God for that. Kurt says, thank goodness a non... Yeah, like, what the hell is the point of paper straws? We still have plastic cutlery. This is exactly what the doctor ordered. Sometimes when you go into older buildings, you don't have such a strong signal. Jellybean says the cup is plastic, yeah. As we continue west on Eglinton.
I think I found the position when the apples up on my screen, so I'm like,
Subway. They had $5 6-inch turkeys on for a while. Well, we could have gone to the Thirsty Fox pub. Today's special half-price nachos, half-price quesadillas. Lady Nails and Spa. That's a rather sexist title. Just kidding. Working our way through it. The Village Shoal. I don't even want to try to pronounce that. All burgers and sandwiches, $8 on Tuesday. 3-topping pizza, $10. Wednesday, fire fries. Just reading some of your messages. All right, time to find a recycling bin. How far west are we going here? Johnny, what is your favorite ice cream flavor? I don't know, but I was in a gelato shop the other day and they had 1,000,001 things on store, and I opted for a raspberry and chocolate mix. Those are two flavors I'll never say no to. There's some more fantabulous Metrolinx land use. Why this is necessary right next to the main station is beyond me. And the channel Flurf Design recently did a video on the Allen Road right here. Graham Thompson, welcome to Silver Tier. Graham Thompson. Thank you so much, Graham, for joining the ranks of channel membership. Tedious exploration of suboptimal land use. But thank you, Graham. Waiting for the lights. Whatever they're paying this guy to direct traffic, it's probably not enough. He's just standing out in the sun, baking, dealing with cars whipping around him. There, what is for now is Eglinton West Station. Mark D, $10 as the wind really picks up. For an ice cream later. Thank you, Mark D. I will indeed have an ice cream later. Appreciate it, Mark D. Hey Johnny, are you planning to travel internationally? I've started to look into it. It looks like Europe is probably next. I've already done Asia twice this year and the Dominican Republic. Taken a bit of a hiatus from the traveling thing, but we'll get back at it. Alfred says someone's got to do the job. Well, if people didn't drive like maniacs, we wouldn't have to employ people to stand in intersections. But one of the big problems is a lot of drivers will race into intersections before they can clear it. Then the lights will change, then they'll get stuck. And then you'll get even more gridlock. So you'll see a lot of those traffic enforcement officers everywhere downtown. And in major intersections like Eglinton and Allen Road. All because people can't help themselves. I need to go to New York City and meet Action Kid. I just met Action Kid in Bangkok. And last time I was in New York City, I met him there. And if I'm not mistaken, he's in Taipei right now. Did I drive or fly to New York? I flew. I took Air Canada. And I almost got screwed coming back because you had to have a recent COVID test to come back. This was like 3 years ago. And I got one that was valid. However, our flight was delayed and we were sitting on the tarmac. And if it was delayed any further, my test would have been not valid, which isn't a big deal. You've already boarded. But the problem was there was a thunderstorm in Toronto and flights into Pearson were already being canceled. So there was a good chance that if we were sent back to our gate, I'm not sure what we would have done. That bus is going all the way to Liberty Village. But this is a stretch known as Little Jamaica. Sorry about that. $3.99, 350 watts, 35 to 40 kilometers. I don't want to call that a piece of junk, but if you're gonna cheap out on an e-scooter like that, get something where you know there'll be a warranty. That one might very well have a good warranty, but I would just get a GoTrax or something like that. Jellybean says, WestJet is going to offer discounted seats if you don't bring carry-on. I would be perfectly fine with it if airlines wanted to charge for carry-on. Instead of charging for people to check their bags, they should be charging for people to bring them on. Because that's where the real problem is, in the cabins. There's some odd art. What is this music? All right, we're just gonna keep moving here because I don't want to pick up a copyright. If there's one thing this neighborhood could use, it's some damn trees. These sidewalks are just... Oh, there's wraps over there. These sidewalks are just feeling really hot. Hello. It's okay, thank you. That was her big moment. She was waiting for the one pedestrian to walk by so she can hand a card to a psychic. Canadian Korean Buddhist Association. Bulgyo Hwa Kwan. If I read that correctly. And we are at Oakwood. Hey, a Metrolink station I don't hate. Well, I had a thought to turn south down Oakwood, but I guess we're going to Dufferin now. Greetings, Anthony. For fabulous women, 40 plus. So if you are 39, you are shit out of luck. You are not welcome there. I didn't know women over 40 needed their own clothing shop. If I was over 40, I would probably want to shop at a place that doesn't say for women over 40, if you think about it. The $1 Megastore. To the guy asking about, sorry, I can't read your full name, going to Thailand during the rainy season. I did just that a few years back. I went to Koh Samui during the rainy season, as well as Bangkok, and honestly it rained for like a few hours each day, but that was it. Hotels were a little cheaper, flights were a little easier to get, flights were a little cheaper. And it wasn't really a big deal. So yeah, I guess it depends on where in the country you're going to. I'll tell you what you don't want to do is go up north during burning season. Psychic Anna, know your past, present, and future. I don't know. I feel like if you were a genuine psychic, you would have been able to tap in to give yourself a better life. You wouldn't have to rely on gullible people wandering into your business and giving you money so you can stare at some cards and tell them what's up. You'd be helping police solve crimes, helping sports teams pick their next star. Rainfall, $2. I won't be shopping at women's clothing stores. Yeah, I can't hurt that. There we go. Thank you. Sorry, I got something in my throat, but thank you for the $2. Cheryl's Authentic Caribbean Cuisine. So we are nearing Dufferin. I think I'm going to go south on Dufferin. Or we could go north. I'm going to have to check how my battery is doing on the camera. Yes. Good driving. Took my sunglasses off so I can see my dang screen a little better. Let's see. Oh, we've still got plenty of battery life left. Whenever the weather is hot or cold, the battery tends to drain quickly. Spiritual healer and advisor. Like, what the hell? What would you even need spiritual healing from? I like the name of this place, Churros. Current Affairs says, I don't know why there's so many psychic and mushroom shops around. Well, the mushroom shop angle makes sense. Supply and demand. All right, we're gonna end this little trek on Eglinton and turn south down Dufferin Street here. Oh, we've still got the light. Thank you. Welcome to Fairbank Village. So the last time I live streamed down here was during a big snowstorm, and there were a lot of buses that got stuck on Dufferin Street, just down ahead here. Do you say up ahead when you're walking south? My brain wanted to say up ahead, and then I edited myself and said down. I don't know. Mark D says the psychics are calling you. St. Hilda's Senior Community, now available. Affordable, supportive housing for independent seniors. And very fortunate for that location, once the LRT opens up, they'll have much better transit from around here. You'd purchase oceanfront property in Saskatchewan before you'd ever get spiritual healing? Yeah. And some genuine Saskatchewan sealskin bindings. Oh, there's Fairbank Public School. That crossing guard was looking at me like I was an alien or something. And says Super Dave. Yes, rest in peace, Bob Einstein. He wasn't Canadian, but he's a Canadian icon all the same. Him and Fuji Hakiito. And Mike Wallace. Who can forget Mike Wallace? No worries. See, as much as I don't like sidewalk cyclists, that guy was friendly and apologetic. Goes a long way. Crossing guards are trained to watch for predators near schools. How would they know? You think the guy with the camera, or is that what you're implying? There's Fairbank Memorial Park. And the government of Canada has pitched in $186.4 million for the storm trunk sewer system. Well, that's better than an absolutely useless application that'll save you 10 seconds when entering the country. But big thanks to those who have tuned in. Just a friendly reminder to like, subscribe, do all the things, or dislike and unsubscribe. I typically go live 3-4 times a week. Although it is Thursday, and this week I think this is just the second time on this channel. I do go live Sundays on the Johnny Stumbles channel. Usually around 8 p.m. Show me the time schedule of the bus. I wouldn't even know how to do that. I would say use Google. Or if you want to know, here's what you can do. Yeah, Jenna, that sucks about the time difference. You can just text that, and that'll tell you when the next 29 or 929 Dufferin bus is rolling through. So that car got honked at for just simply being cautious to make sure I wasn't going to try to cross the street. Fluffy bunny, yeah, it is. We're got to be approaching 24, 25 degrees Celsius. But these are the hills where, during that big snowstorm, there were just probably a dozen, at least, TTC buses stuck. I remember being absolutely soaked. That was also a live stream that killed my DJI mic. They have a new microphone system on the way. A company reached out to me, a very well-known, reputable company, and asked if I wanted to give one of their mics a go. I said sure. Friendly crossing guard. Oh, Estelle, I lifted the all caps rule. I don't know if you're in the stream where I announced it, but emojis and caps are fine. We'll just see how it goes. I took away Nightbot's ability to slap people on the wrist for that. I was just talking to some other live streamers. and decided to just follow suit the way they were doing it. But if anyone is just spamming with it, the mods are still gonna time you out. So with great power comes great responsibility. Use those caps and emojis wisely. No worries, Estelle. Plus, you're all the way in Australia. It's kind of amazing you're able to show up for a lot of these streams. Novelcus already pushing his luck. All right, guys, get those caps out of the system. There you go, Kurt Affair. Novelcus. Interesting little stretch of retail here. Taco Bar Tequila. Oh man, I can feel the back of my neck burning. Haunting Live, yeah. This stretch of Dufferin. Was like that. And here comes Rogers Road. So I think we're about halfway down to Bloor. Or maybe a little north of that. Yeah, Ed, I won't forget the sunscreen in future streams. But we're at 421 viewers. Thank you. Thank you very much. Run into a store and get some sunscreen. It's probably too late at this point. I really just need it for the back of my neck. Thank you. Crossing guard came out to assist feeble old Johnny across the street. And hey, we have hit 90 minutes of streaming. Is there any dollar store near me? Ah, we're good. I'll just suck it up this time. It's not like a pressing emergency. I've got so much sunscreen at home from all those Thailand and Dominican trips. Jelly Bean pushing the limits. I thought I broke her heart when I went into that small independent cafe and not a Starbucks or Timmy's. Here comes someone on an e-scooting machine. Alright, I'm debating if we're gonna walk along Giri Avenue for a bit or just keep trucking south. This is Northcliffe Village. I think I've done a video through here before with that in the title. The kind of neighborhood a little better suited for a live stream than a pre-recorded video. All right, Fluffy Bunny, enjoy your day. I like supporting independent retailers whenever possible. I tend to buy my bananas and any fruits from a local market. Coffee, I won't lie, it tends to be what's convenient, but if there's an independent option, I'll often go for that. I am a sucker for Domino's pizza though. All right, Mark D, thank you for the super chat earlier. Hope you have a wonderful Thursday. There's an articulated northbound 29 Dufferin bus just chilling. Cool. Just waiting for a family to get off. All right, Googlers. I have a mission for you guys. We're gonna play my favorite game. Guess that price. There's a house for sale here on the left. I'm going to try to guess how much it is for sale for, and then you guys are going to ring in and tell me. $1809 Dufferin for sale. I'm going to say about 1,700 square feet. I'm gonna go 1.8 million. 1809 Dufferin. My official guess is 1.8 million. Matthew says 1.4 million. Tiana says 2 million. Starling says $1 million. My guess is 1.8. That might actually be a little high. That's the ask. Yeah, Unicorn Power. It's not really a ban on e-scooters as much as it is they're not allowed. But it's absolutely ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous that they didn't sign up to the pilot project. Jellybean, 1.275 million, so I was way off. It appears. That's off by over $500,000. Yeah, this isn't exactly a transit hotbed. And I don't think you have a big supermarket walkable from here. And you're on a very busy node. Just coming in and out of your driveway would be kind of annoying. Gaby says you 100% agree. Yeah, all of the reasons they give why they shouldn't allow E-scooters also apply to bicycles and e-bikes. And there's a group representing those with vision impairment and hearing impairment saying, well, they can't hear them. Well, you also can't hear a bicycle, and you also can't hear an e-bike. What the hell is the difference? And then they say they're tripping objects or obstacles, as if like there's e-scooters strewn all over the sidewalks that people are stumbling over. It is absolute madness. Fucking brain dead morons running the show. Embrace micromobility. Nothing could be more ass backwards than banning affordable micromobility in a city trying to build a bicycle infrastructure. Bicycle infrastructure, there's some good English for you. Alright, I said we are halfway to Bloor back there, but I wasn't even close because this is St. Clair coming up. I should have a career in politics? No, I should not. I'm much better off just wandering around the city, groveling at bad drivers. So we are at Dufferin and St. Clair. Do I head south or do I go east? We could go east over to St. Clair West Station. Or I could keep going south down Dufferin. Greetings, RJ McKenzie. And we've just hit the 100-minute mark of the live stream. How many steps have I taken today? Only 8,900 steps so far. Maybe if the streetcars were running, I would stay on St. Clair, but Wayne says I have a future career as a grumpy old man. Doesn't that happen to most men when they get older? We're gonna go down to either Giri Avenue or Bloor Street. Thank you, Wilson. Patronato. Can I get a Slurpee from that 7-Eleven? I could. Yeah, I don't know. Toronto Public Council have lost their minds. Renaming Dundas Square, maintaining. I just got an eyeful of sun. Maintaining the e-scooter ban. I have one of those responses. Whenever I turn on a light in the middle of the night, I instantly start sneezing. Same if I get a glimpse into the sun. There's a medical term for that. Tana says you're the same. Why Haas says those e-scooters are so annoying. Have you seen the way people drive these automobiles? That's a very one-sided way of looking at it. It's really all about infrastructure and enforcement, but the biggest problem are these things. I've had, what, 3 cars on this stream alone just dangerously turn right in front of me, and I head right away. But yeah, it's the e-scooters that are annoying, sure. I'd like to see everything get enforced to some degree just to make roads safer, but we need to start where people actually die on the roads. Starling says they need to bring back active TO. Don't tell that to Mark Shapiro. Hello, Kunikal. Jenna finally got around to opening your window after 2 hours. I woke up around 9:30, opened up my windows, a ton of sun. Instantly filled up my apartment. RJ&B says, I don't think anyone likes the renaming of Dundas Square, but they're doing it anyways. Yeah, if there was ever something to walk back after a massive public backlash, it's that. But no, let's waste public funds doing something nobody wants or supports. What they should have done was had like a public forum on it. And I think it might have been tightly debated between renaming it after something Canadian or just leaving it the same. I would have voted for leaving it. There's nothing wrong with the current name. But if they wanted to rename it after a Canadian icon or historical figure, or some of the other very Canadian figures in history, go ahead, including the Aboriginal, but Sankofa, that is just stupid. Stride Square. Hello. Maybe those kids saw the camera. Hey, we've made it to Davenport. All right, let's get back on a positive note. Beautiful day, walking down Dufferin Street, heading south. Gorgeous skies, gorgeous weather. St. Mary of the Angels Hall. There's a large brick furniture shop up here. When I moved back to Toronto in like 2014 or 2013, I forget the year exactly, I went there and picked up a love seat. It should be Shania Twain Square, Terry Fox Square, call it Rob Ford Square. Rush Hour Restaurant. Not open. There's a really excellent brewery up ahead called Blood Brothers on Giri. Might be a nice spot to grab a lunch and have a drink. Hicks Film Production Studio Gallery. Toronto Animated Image Society. Rogers Centre Square. I think we have a winner. Stop the presses. Maybe they should have renamed it Circle Square. Circle gets the square. There's that brick I went to. Greetings, Karen. Drivers doing the right thing, staying out of the way of the emergency vehicles. There's North of Brooklyn Pizzeria. Beer, pizza, and games. So this is kind of a street that was billed as like the next Ossington. I'm not sure that's really played out like that. But there's definitely some hipstery vibes on Giri Avenue. A lot of old auto repair garages. Parallel manufactory. I need to come back here and make a video. Homebrew supplies and bottle shop. Some pretty neat artwork. Nova Bakery has a location here. You'll find them up in Greektown or Pate Village. Son of a butcher. Right next to an auto repair shop. Right next to Big Trouble Pizza and Burgers. There's the Bartlett Parquet. And here's the excellent Blood Brothers Brewing. I remember coming here during the pandemic with a couple of friends and drinking some cold ones in that park. Unfortunately, the tunes they're playing are preventing me from dropping in and grabbing a brew and a bite and streaming it. Oh well. We'll keep on moving. Mr. Mountain Hiker, $5. Nice to see you earlier. Have a great rest of your walk. Thank you, Mr. Mountain Hiker. We saw you way back on Eglinton Avenue West. Yeah, I've been running into you quite often lately. And by lately, I mean for the past several years. Thank you for the support and the super chat. Made with love, from scratch, just for you. Thank you, Mr. Mountain Hiker. All right, this is definitely a situation that required some caution. What is going on over here? Look at this lineup. What is this all about?
Can you see what the feature is?
It's a restaurant. I don't know. I don't think anything other than an awesome roller coaster is worth that kind of weight. I see that. That's an invitation just to go somewhere else.
Hi, are you the green pea?
Green pea?
Were you looking at people to make sure they paid for the...
No.
I noticed you were
No, it's a
back.
live stream.
Oh, nice. Okay.
All right. Have a good day. She thought I was green pea. Making sure people paid for their parking. That's a new one. You better pay for your parking. I'm coming to get you with my camera. Yeah, that's how we do it in Toronto. But what an interesting mix. I can't imagine there ever being residential development on this street, so in that sense, it's never going to be another Ossington. It's got kind of an industrial vibe to it. I look like a parking enforcement officer or a parking enforcer. Green pea Johnny Strides. That just made this whole stream worth it, didn't it? And we are at Dovercourt Road. I think this is a good spot to hang a right. We can take Dovercourt down to Bloor maybe, heading under the CP Midtown tracks. And one of the reasons why an industrial corridor is along Gary are these rail tracks. Back in the day, they tended to be located adjacent to rail. That's why there's a lot of old industry and factories on DuPont right here. Just made sense. Old gear factories, an old Model T factory, which later became a Planters peanut factory. Balmatics Academy. That whole place is like a giant gymnasium. All right, Gaby, have a good one. And we're at DuPont. RJ McKenzie remembers when that place was old and rusty. Isn't that kind of what it is now? It says DuPont is your least favorite road to bike on. Makes sense. Can someone please talk me out of eating a whole Domino's pizza? Yeah. Put the rest in the fridge. You should be getting 3 meals out of that. Usually a large Brooklyn pepperoni gets me 2 meals, but a medium 4-topping pan. If I exercise any discipline, I can get 3 meals out of it. This is definitely more pleasant than Dufferin to walk down. A lot more greenery, a bit slower paced. Some neat artwork. Hello, flower shop. It's a variety store with a very extensive amount of flowers out. That lady just said something to me and she smiled. I have no idea what. Mike says, when am I moving to Thailand? When I get an elite visa, maybe I'll consider it. California Adventure says hi from Palm Springs, Cali. This is really a pleasant street. I ought to come back here and record it. I remember once renting a car from this enterprise up here. Better days, coffee and donuts. Marge says I need annuals for my balcony. No, my balcony is mostly e-scooter and bike storage. That is true, Waihas. It's a very green city. There's an extensive canopy of trees and numerous ravines and forested areas. That enterprise has been there forever. Waihas says a Canadian visa should be all around the world. It's good in most places, but you can't just move to another country and live there. But the Thai e-visa is like $30,000. I don't think so.
No, I have to wait. Oop. Be nice.
Charlie does that. He'll just plunk down in the spot in some shade when you're walking him and say, "Nope, this is me right now." Ken Newen. All right, 898. All right, I'm gonna take my, we're in Dovercourt Village here. 898 Dovercourt. I'm gonna say 1.9 million. That's my guess. 1.9 million. You guys prove me wrong. 898 Dovercourt. Do your thing, Googlers. I was way off on the last one. But I think this is a substantially better neighborhood. You have the subway. Yeah, it could be way more than that. Oh well, I'm going 1.9. Waihas says that is 2 million. Is that a guess, or did you confirm that? Perhaps, Jellybean. We'll think about it. I should walk past the house where Meghan Markle used to live. Minizine says 1.4 million. Novell Koska says 1.7 million. 1.4. But that could be an older house. It could need a roof. It could have old plumbing or wiring. There could be some ticking time bombs in there. But 1.425. I guess you are on kind of a main road. It would be nicer not to have traffic whizzing by. But hey, if someone wants to buy it for me and pay the property taxes and insurance and maintenance, I'll consider moving in. could be haunted. Huh. I would love to get a haunted house discount. Scare away all the nuts who believe in that nonsense. Several bad decisions later. Well, for those of you saying bidding war, you can check how long the house has been on the market for. If it's just listed, that might be what they're trying to incite, but if it's sat around for a while. And you can also check what neighboring properties sold for. We're getting close to Bloor Street. Dovercourt House. My Haas says, I don't believe in ghosts. No, I tend not to believe in things that aren't real. It's kind of good for your mental health. This is Northumberland Street. John's Variety, open 7 days. There's a donation bin. Ooh, those chairs have seen better days. They look like dining chairs that were moved to outdoor duty. Is that Adirondack chair or Muskoka chair? Free? Pedestrian walkway. This doesn't look very inviting. For your safety, please take the covered walkway. Just stroll through this active construction site. Aye, aye, Captain. Welcome back to civilization, Bloor Street West. Right across the street from Janky's place. Right, we might be fishing for a lunch deal. I've got plenty of steps left in the gas tank, but I'm wondering if I should grab a lunch, maybe record a video after, or just go back. Evoke ASMR. Loving this walk, feeling like poop today, watching in bed. Evoke ASMR, thank you for the super chat. Hope you end up feeling a little better.
Wonder how Times Square.
Ooh, happy hour, 5 to 7. The Ambassador Tavern. Not really in a pizza mood. That's a nice patio. I could have sat there. Walk-in special. They cleverly don't have anything for one person. I'll have the 2 fries and 2 drinks combo, please. It's a shame that one place with a patio, all they seem to have was pizza. Nothing wrong with pizza, but I don't feel like spending $40 on lunch for myself. Strictly bulk. Pizza Hut. There's a Five Guys nearby. I don't think there is. But this is east on the north side of Bloor Street West. We are coming up upon Ossington. And thank you for tuning in, everyone. Just a reminder to like, subscribe, hit the bell, yada yada. And we have arrived at Ossington. I had a thought to duck into Ossington Station and just wrap up and head home, but we're gonna keep going a little bit more, because why the heck not, eh? Someone just bought a plant. Get mac and cheese on Ossington. There's a Timmy's. Electric bill. Nice patio, not open. Ed and Gordon says I'm so close to Christie Pits. Yep. The Jolly Bar. Ooh, what a lovely seat that would be. If only that place was open. There's that classic mural at Shaw and Bloor. See, that guy is wearing Vibram 5-finger shoes. Am I sweating? Perhaps. I'll leave that one up to your imagination. It's been an absolutely gorgeous day. I think it would be kind of ideal if most of the days were like this. From now until the end of fall. Christie Pits Pub. Hello, coffee. There's a patio. The place is not open. Madras masala, South Indian cuisine. All right, I know what I'm gonna get for lunch. Providing I can get a seat. But we're gonna detour through Christie Pits Park first. Try to stick to the shade through here. We have covered a lot of ground on this one, starting up at Yonge and Eglinton, walking west, the detour through Eglinton Park all the way over to Dufferin, south down to Giri, east over to Dovercourt, south down to Bloor, and now east into Christie Pits. Han says take a sit. I think my legs just want to keep moving. Johnny is like the Duracell bunny today. Not the Energizer bunny, the Duracell bunny. I think part of it is just, it's much nicer to stream with this setup than the phone on a gimbal. And the weather is nice. Whereas sometimes at the 90-minute mark I kind of feel a bit mentally exhausted. And it's a bit tiring holding the phone and gimbal, so I try to give it my all for 90 minutes. But when it's like this, I can legitimately just walk forever, or as long as my battery will let me. You should go get fish and chips. Ooh, I see where I want to go. I hope no one's sitting in the window. That's very selfish of me. I hope no one's sitting where I want to sit. This is the east end of Koreatown. Christie Street to the north, which is the left. Gray Street to the right, which is south. And I'll lead you down into the heart of Little Italy. Oh no, I think I see someone sitting where I want to be. And I want to go to that banh mi restaurant. That is excellent. And grab a seat by the window. I guess I could always go to Simple Burger as well, but I feel like something a bit healthier. Officer Carpaccio, sorry if I mispronounced that. Welcome to Gold Tier. Thank you so much for joining the ranks of channel membership. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Welcome aboard and thank you for the support. I think I want to head in here though. Maybe we'll just leave that there.
Yes, we did already.
Thank you.
I guess we did.
But I think the same thing about coal.
Yeah, that is
Don't want to
it.
think about it.
Exactly.
I just eat. You want to go to the top, right? Yeah, we could go get that.
Classic
banh mi sandwich.
Yeah.
The little seats.
It wasn't in the
Yeah.
Please have some. But what's the other chunky bit?
It's just eat fruits. You keep your fruit. It leaves like a bit aftertaste at the back of your throat.
Because it's kiwi, well,
I think
green tea.
It's green tea too.
But definitely more green tea than kiwi.
But you see green tea is a little bitter. Kiwi also have a little bitterness. So it's like double whammy of bitter. Thank you.
Thank you.
Like, I feel like this taste at the back of my throat.
Yeah, two things are better.
Sorry guys, I ordered a classic banh mi sandwich.
Unless you buy a juice and mix with it, but it's like I feel like I can't drink it.
Just a little bit more.
And a Diet Coke.
Yes, mommy.
Jelly Bean says the ginger banh mi? Banh mi, you mean?
What is that?
The one is spicy.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's kind of burns. Sorry.
Just
Come this way.
I shouldn't have showed it to you. But I would have lost it. Like, that's great. You would have been,
Oh, nah, don't worry.
Just chilling, waiting for the food.
like this brewed green tea with no sugar.
That is it.
Probably tastes good with a bunch of sugar in it.
Oh, I think if I added the honey, it would have been palatable.
I got a classic banh mi.
But like, not all drink, but I like to finish it. Like,
You want to? Because it
I
really.
wonder if this microphone will work. Let me try something.
I love it though.
I'm good. I'm good with it. I didn't even know the watermelon I have. I might just make the watermelon in this concoction.
You're sorry.
Nah, she was spit out also fast. Because I tried to get the regular kiwi. Sorry, drink. Sorry to myself.
No,
but,
it is not
it's just
connecting.
Tiny things. I tried to give her a regular kiwi myself and she doesn't drink it. She doesn't eat it, sorry. I find they could switch it up.
Maybe Annabelle.
Maybe raspberry or strawberry with green tea might go better.
Vivian says, thanks for the walk. Are you treating us to lunch? I guess so.
The thing I told you when I had these pomegranates with tapioca, and I was expecting it to be like, between the sugar and starch and everything.
Yeah.
Like,
I thought about you last week because you went New Market, right?
yeah.
You just take them out of watermelon to like.
Yeah, what?
I just needed to get that taste out of my mouth.
It tastes like green tea.
That is it. Because I was like, what
Really
kind of
greasy.
tea is
Han
this?
Han, you had
And I was
soup
like,
for your
it's
dinner?
jasmine. Okay, so you want soup out, right?
Doesn't feel like a hot soup kind of day. There we are, waiting for lunch.
Classic?
Thank you. Yeah, thanks. Have a good day. Classic banh mi sandwich. I think this was $11 with tax, including the Diet Coke. Mm. I came to this place last year during the summer, and it was fantastic. I'm sorry, Jellybean, for this to be a mukbang, the camera would have to be the other way. Mukbangs all day. Look at the mess this is making. We're getting there. I'll head out in maybe 2 minutes.
Iced coffee and chicken?
Jellybean, how the hell do you hurt your tooth eating banh mi? That makes no sense. Sorry guys, I was a little quiet in there because a guy sat like right next to me. It was awkward talking, but that place, Lam Han, is fantastic. That has to be one of the best banh mi's I've had in this city. And yes, I have had it in Vietnam. But that bread is so good. It is not like crunchy or crispy at all, but it still kind of crumbles. It is absolutely perfect. Thanks for sticking it out with me while we have lunch, and now we are heading east through Koreatown. I want to make sure I have all my stuff. Still got the Diet Coke. Han, that's an idea. Oh, they don't have their patio set up. Wuchangdong Soon Tofu does. I walked by their North York location in a recent video. Take a bottle of water. No, we're good.
Oh, wait, I remember doing this.
It's been a pleasant day, beautiful weather. Really nice long stroll. Had a iced coffee and a banh mi and a Coke. Jelly Bean abusing her emoji privileges. And for the second time, make a recycling deposit. Back when I lived in this neighborhood, I used to get my hair cut at this place, Hair 1010. And the owner of the shop is named Kelly. And my friend John used to go there as well. It's good to see that shop is still there. Are we going by the ROM? I don't know if we're going that far. I suppose I have the battery for it. Would I rather eat a burger or poutine? I'm gonna go burger. As much as I like a good poutine, I don't think I've ever not felt gross after eating a poutine. Here's a beautiful street, Palmerston Boulevard. Uncooked cheese duck Albi, that place is amazing. Wesley, not a fan of poutine. It's all good. Whoa. Mervish Village 2.0. Still looks a long ways off. This is, of course, where Honest Ed's used to be. Clicking Laugh Love, greetings. And we are about to cross over into downtown. This is Bathurst Street. We'll be leaving Koreatown, entering the Annex. When We were on Eglinton Avenue a long time ago. I had a thought to go southbound Bathurst. Little did I know I'd be going all the way over to Dufferin. Lisa asking, still going? No, this part's just pre-recorded. We stopped for lunch, had some delicious banh mi. All right, huge thanks to everyone who has tuned in today. We are still at over 400 concurrent viewers. Amazing. And we've got a few new channel members into the fold. And this is a neighborhood that never gets old. Which way? We'll get this one maybe to the 3-hour mark. We're still good on battery. I used to watch much music. I did. A good patio to go to would have been this place right behind me, Popper's Pub. They've got a neat rooftop patio. And an outdoor patio. We could have had some pub fare. Oh well, you can always go back on a future stream. Looks like there's people lining up for Lee's Palace. We saw people lining up in front of the Opera House.
It was like 5 minutes. Oh, this isn't so bad. I don't know what the right thing is. Just give me your hand. You break your number. Your brace. Yeah, I know. Yeah, and there's really bad signs.
Someone wants to Google what the deal is at Lee's Palace tonight, but somebody is rolling in. Greetings, D Boutique. Yes, we do. Here's a great patio of the Crafty Coyote. Suddenly, I'm regretting getting that banh mi, as delicious as it was. I could have gone for something with an ice-cold adult beverage as well. K-rock band called Lucy is playing there. Thank you for looking that up. It's a great patio there. I was thinking I would get a drink, but that Diet Coke is still sitting kind of heavy. There's where the old Brunswick House used to be, which later became a Rexall. There's also an off-track betting in there as well. Okay, thanks. And there is where James Joyce used to be, which got shut down, I think, for some underage serving. And that became a pizza restaurant. Now it's a fresh kitchen and juice bar. So this area has lost a couple of big-time college drinking spots. But it's gained a few as well. B&B Books shout out, yep. Solid place. I got some university books text from there when I went to York. Some of our required reading you could get secondhand there. I don't think they do that anymore. I think they kind of force you to buy it from the campus. I don't know if you can hear this, but this person in front of me has a horrible squeak in one of their shoes. It's one of my worst nightmares, buying shoes that do that. Unusable for recording. Thank God for the internet, no more buying textbooks. Well, I started reading a book and I just downloaded it. There's a website where you can get pretty much any book, and I threw it on my e-reader. And then I realized it's like $5.99 just to buy it. I'm like, I don't want to steal from an author. So I ended up just paying for it. I'm still using the version I downloaded. To be honest, it's more convenient. But it was $6. But yeah, I don't really read old-timey paper books anymore. And we are at Bloor Street West. Well, Bloor Street West and Spadina. Our second time walking across Spadina. JD, you saw someone with a Pocket 3 mounted on their helmet. That's an odd place. Jenna asks, am I into books? Not really. I read about 1 or 2 a year. One of the last books I read was A Medic's Mind. Johnny learns about the stock market. Not really. This whole block is up for redevelopment. Go get your massage while you can. That place will be closed. JJ Elite Spa. There's a wine rack. But let me know if you like these longer format morning / early afternoon live streams. I'll look to do one a week or so in lieu of posting a video, sometimes twice. I'll get out and do one on a scooter or bike too. Look at this sweet new bike lane, or upgraded bike lane. The bike lane's not new, but they've beefed it up quite a bit. Pinnacle says these live streams make the workday a lot better. I still need to do late afternoon and evening ones. A lot of viewers can't tune in to the earlier ones. And the odd weekend stream as well. Radiohead, Kid Dracula, intro by Reg Hart. I was reading on Reddit where a lot of people were thinking he was a bit of a creep. That never occurred to me. He did serve me beer when I was underage. Back in the 90s, I went to a forbidden cartoon film festival. There's Gyubi, an excellent all-you-can-eat Japanese grill. Although I went to one I liked a little better on Saturday. This is St. George Street. Find out what is the step count on this live stream. 15,000. Han going to bed. Have a good night. Yeah, Sheena, it's not bad. I still might record a video this afternoon. Or maybe I won't. I have all day tomorrow. And tomorrow night to worry about that. One day I should do a tour of the ROM. Yeah, it's a little hard doing enclosed places like that. At least Little Canada explicitly allows recording. I'm not sure what the ROM's policy is, but during Doors Open I went in there and they allowed recording. Also, if anyone takes issue with you holding a camera in there, if their policy allows it, it's really their problem, but if it's not something that's allowed inside, then it's my problem. It's just more comfortable in those indoor spaces where recording's allowed. I don't mind doing shopping malls. They're big, wide open spaces. Here's Bedford Road. Robbie is in Aurora right now. So to the person who asked earlier if we were going to the ROM, I guess we are. There's the Royal Ontario Museum. I think you have to use the Queen's Park entrance. A lot of construction along this corridor. Hopefully this will be wrapped up before summer. Andy Wood says they're doing work on the Crystal. Makes sense. And we're at Queen's Park. And there's a look south. Alright, I guess we're cruising over to Yonge and Bloor. I didn't anticipate so much of this live stream being Bloor Street, but I guess it was in the cards. That last lady really pushed her luck. I look back, she did not have the light. Lisa's mad about being in the office today.
Hello.
Should have grabbed the camera and gone for a 3-hour plus stroll. Mike Landry, $2. Wow, 3-hour stream. Yeah, screw Gilligan and his 3-hour tour. We'll do a 3-hour stream. Thank you, Mr. Mike Landry. Hope you have some Popeyes again soon. It is definitely better than Mary Brown's. But thank you, Mike. If this were earlier in the stream and I was feeling a bit more adventurous, I probably would have gone north or south here. Maybe taken Charles Street. But we're just going to make a beeline to Bloor and Yonge. I've hatched an idea for a video I can do this afternoon. Neville, I disagree. Charles Street would be interesting. DuPont, wandering through the Annex and a lot of the residential streets. Palmerston Avenue down to Little Italy is close. Toronto's not New York City, but it's head and shoulders above just about everything else on the continent. But Bloor Street's one of those streets that just kind of sucks you in. It's literally interesting from Islington, or more like Royal York, all the way to Victoria Park. Although it is Danforth Avenue, east of the Don River. There's probably the most Yorkville street that is south of Bloor Street, at least in terms of its character. Vivian says, how about a trip to the Botanical Gardens? I guess the Edwards Gardens would be a good trip. When all that stuff involving Drake went down, I was thinking of doing a live stream or a video around the Edwards Gardens and the bridle path. One of my bridle path videos kind of blew up, and I think that is because I walked by Drake's house and I decided not to go cover that area. Seemed like it might have been some easy views, but we'll go maybe in a month. It's actually best to go there in the fall because you can't really see a lot of the properties while all the leaves are on the trees. We are at Bay Street. There's Italy. I think they're opening up a second location down or over at Sherway Mall. Shrek the Deck says 3-hour stream, let's go. How about a walk down the distillery? Yeah, I like going through the distillery. We went through there not too long ago in a morning live stream. Someone just texted me, longest live stream ever. I think this is the third longest of the year. The other two were also ones that started in the morning. I'm sure I'll be back to a 90-minute stream the next go around.
As I said, that's not why I should be paid some money. It's because
Row at O'Hare Airport in Chicago. Joshua asking, how long have I been exploring Toronto on YouTube? I think about 5 years. I think I've been full-time for 4 years now. Or 3.5. It was towards the end of 2020. Pat 75, yeah, we're still going. Not for long, or much longer, but would be pretty epic if I walk north up to Yonge and Eglinton. You're welcome, Mary W. But I did not think we were getting back to Yonge Street on this one. We started at Yonge and Eglinton. Look at that, a busy, lively Yonge Street. You know what they say? All good things must come to an end. And big props to Zero. These shoes. I have zero fatigue or soreness or aches at all. These are the Zero HFS2. Minimalist or barefoot shoes, wide toe box. They might even have held up better than my Vivos would. I'm gonna have to pick up a few more pairs. I think good walking form goes a long way in the right footwear, but I want to thank everyone for tuning in. I want to thank our new channel members for joining, all the existing members and Patreon supporters. I want to thank just everyone who watched, our mods, of course. Very long stream for the mods. I appreciate you guys hanging in there and putting up with my nonsense, like changing the rules. So Vivian, Sheena, Marge, Estelle. I haven't seen Action BJ in a while, but thanks to him as well. And Sanjay in Kingston. And Yogi. I think that's all the mods. But huge thanks to you guys. But we are going to sign off. There'll be a video tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. EST. And I think I hatched in my mind 2 videos I want to record. One maybe this afternoon, and tomorrow I think I want to do a super long one. Maybe my longest video in a very long time. So maybe a lot more steps. The step count, 16,365. So I think about 15.8 is my step count on the stream. We started at Yonge and Eglinton, went over to Dufferin, south down to Giri, then over to Dovercourt, then down to Bloor, and then all the way over to Yonge Street, stopping for some banh mi on the way. But I'm gonna shut the hell up now, but thank you so much, guys. I'll be back and at it live streaming probably in the next few days, if not Sunday on the Johnny Stumbles stream or channel at 8 p.m. And it's going to take me a minute to close the stream, but I'm going to end it now. So thank you so much, guys. And I will catch you in the next one. Like, subscribe, hit the bell, yada, yada, yada. Yoink.